Well, hello there. ¿Cómo estamos, minasan? I hope you guys are doing well today. How you doing, Chaos? I see you there. I'm just busy sending out all the social bombs. Hey, kitten. How you doing? And my brain just shut down. I've actually hasn't been feeling all too well today. I had a pounding headache like an hour ago? Something like that? Took some leave. Took a nap. Like it was bad. I was considering just not streaming, but I was like, let me do my usual thing whenever I'm relatively sick and just sleep it off for a moment. And lo and behold, here I am. Also, I started on this screen instead of in the game because I miss when the soundtrack sounded like this, if I'm being honest. The Penacony stuff is not, musically speaking, I mean, like, it fits for what it is, but it's just not as, I don't know, it doesn't feel like as majestic as some of the earlier stuff. You want to be all the way over there, huh, Panda? Yeah, I'm feeling at least a little bit better. Like, I have some, I don't want to call it residue, but, like, it just feels like my head is not like I said, what I had an hour ago was like a pounding headache. It was terrible, and I thought it was just because since I wasn't feeling well overall, I hadn't eaten anything for most of the day up until then. Well, to me, I was commenting more on the music than the story.
The Bloodhound family around here.
But the story still, yeah, I think that's probably why I fell off, mostly, if I'm being fair.
Himself.
Oops. I triggered this.
So many of them.
But yeah, no, like the Penacony story is just suspects. Hit or miss for me. Like, I like the concept. The concept of being within a dream is sci-fi as hell, and I love a shared dream, right? And I love it. In fact, gameplay-wise, it does it really, really well. But the story just feels like it drags for no reason. I got bored. And with a murder mystery, you don't think you should be bored. Yeah, it's definitely more concept is the good thing and not the execution. But you have a murder mystery, but you got to think about it this way. There, you know, you have what is essentially a murder mystery. And plus, obviously, the usual geopolitics that are involved, like we had to deal with over on the La Fu. Really now. I actually kind of liked the gameplay changes. Specifically, like the walking on walls bullshit. Like, it, as trippy as it is, it makes sense for the dreamscape setup, which I like. But you want to know what? Now that you brought that up, Panda, I think but this is a good ADD because at least it's ADD related to the game. It's specifically too many things. You've got a lot of different mechanics going on all at the same time. Because you've got the usual, you know, puzzles on the side for you know, treasure chests, which fine, whatever, you know, whether it's the literal puzzles or the clocky, you know, adjustments, right? You've got the what's it called? The speaking of clocky, the emotion deep dive, which they barely kind of touch. You just kind of change their emotion. The end. You know, it's not very interesting. You just have to guess which emotion is the one that it will get you what you want out of it. You have the walking on walls. You have the murder mystery. You have, and to your point, Panda, a crap ton of freaking talking with nothing being said, almost, because it's trying to be deeper than it actually is. It is definitely a lot of great concept and shallow execution at best, if not bad execution.
We don't need to go in. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention inside. We can just talk here.
Then why did we... As we were just saying, what's the point in coming all the way here to discuss Mikhail if we could have done that where we were? You wasted time and money on developing this cool idea of, oh yeah, Clock Key is basically a historical set of what the watchmaker is supposed to be about and all this other jazz. Oh, that's interesting. Here, let me take you to the museum so we can kind of go through that. Oh, wonderful. Okay, that's not a bad idea. Oh shoot, there's a lot of guards here. It looks like they're only letting specific people in. Can you get us in? No, we don't need to go in. We can just talk about it out here. But why? Like, okay, I understand from the development perspective, you don't want to waste resources on developing the inside of this place. Fine. You know what? That's okay. I get it. But then don't set up coming here in the first place. I enjoyed the beginning of the exploration of the Golden Hour, getting to play multiple perspectives, the wall concepts, the new characters, and the ending section in 2.3, which I'm guessing I'm not at. Yeah, but that's the problem, though, if what I'm gathering is correct, right? It starts out really, really strong, with this idea of everybody in a shared dream and the question of whether or not you want to... God, do I really want to keep playing this? I guess I should at least try and bulldog my way through it. But the idea being that it starts strong, middle is weak, and ending is strong, or at least relatively strong. Obviously, I've not been there, so I can't comment on it. I guess that's the best you can hope for, thinking about it. Because if you are... because if you have a weak opening, then nobody's going to want to play through the entire section. If you have a weak closing, that's the only thing people remember. So having a weak middle, if you're going to have something be weak, is probably the best you can hope for. I still say it was worth it. I still do love the game bits here and there in the story. Still love exploring the zones and the gameplay. Yeah. Yeah, I feel it. And this is the first time I'm sitting here like, but why? Because literally I ended stream. We left here to come here. I'm like, oh, this is a good place to stop, especially with my ADDing that I was doing yesterday. Okay, fine. How you doing, Wyvern? Okay, fine. This is actually a pretty good place to stop because, we're about to do this whole big thing, whether it's near the end or not, doesn't matter, that we're going to go through this museum. And the first thing we say once we start up today, we walk in and we're like, hey, can you get us in? Because it looks pretty busy. We don't need to go in. We just can talk out here. I just got here, though. Unfortunately, it wasn't. I wasn't feeling well earlier and I had a pounding headache an hour ago. I'm better now, but, I'm not going to say I'm 100%. As much as I said I'm okay, I'm not all the way there. But at least I'm not feeling as bad as I did an hour ago with my head, my brain about to pound out of my skull.
Let's find a quiet spot and continue our conversation.
There was no need for this.
View here is great, right? We can see everything from here.
No, we can't. There are plants in the way. Oh my god, this is so stupid.
Including Clocky.
Well, yeah, we could see Clocky, but we could see Clocky almost anywhere. We could see it in the main freaking square. If the point was to have him as a point of reference, we didn't need to be here.
If all the characters in the animation are based on characters in reality, then Clocky's counterpart is definitely the Watchmaker.
Assumedly, sure.
In the animation, he's Hanu's partner and one of the founders of Dreamville.
Okay.
Does that mean the Watchmaker was personally involved in that war and sided with Asdana?
It was a monumental war for freedom. Hanunu fought alongside a motley crew of masked fools, nameless, history fictionologists, mourning actors, omen vanguards, even visitors from beyond the sky. In the end, they emerged victorious.
Even visitors from beyond the sky. The nameless are visitors from beyond the sky. I hate it when technologically advanced planets like this talk about visitors from space like it's something weird. It made sense on Bellabog because the last time anyone had ever seen a person from space, it now was, you know, basically just memory and myth. And they are not that technologically advanced. They are for for a non-spacefaring people, but that made sense. Now we're here. You literally get visitors from all over the galaxy to come visit your dream theme park, and you say visitors from the writing here is so garbage right now. What the hell?
Among them was the person who would eventually be known as the Watchmaker.
Yes, she just said that.
But if you do the math, doesn't that mean the Watchmaker was around for several centuries?
I'm not sure, but Mikhail was already the Watchmaker when I met him, so maybe he inherited the title.
Dread Pirates Robin style?
How old are you now, Mr. Officer?
I'm 13.
No way. Not even close.
Hanunu freed the frontier.
That's a funny joke, though. I'll give it that.
He's still
That was good, especially with the fact
limited
he said it's so
resources,
deadpan.
threats from the outside world, and internal conflicts between major prison districts. The future of Asdana was uncertain. It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivities that Penacony finally gained its name and glory.
Thus, he became known as the father of Penacony.
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family? And you said you were his companion, so that means you...
No, I'm not his companion, but rather one of his many children.
Okay.
But I am indeed a traitor. Not to the family, but to Mikhail.
What did you do?
I did nothing. And that's the worst betrayal of all.
Yeah, I'm gonna notice something interesting when he said he's 13-year-old if I pick up on it. I thought it was just a joke, considering he said it so deadpan. He doesn't look that old. And just last night, he said, I haven't done the drinking or the mixing bit in weeks, or not weeks, in a long time. Granted, that could be weeks. I said weeks, but unintentionally. But but he said long time, so. Oh, you don't want me to do that. I actually have tarot cards. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do it. Pulled my Fey-based tarot cards. Oh, these are so old they have a bend to them from how many times I've shuffled and whatnot. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna have to shuffle through because I also have the minor arcana in here. Gotta find the major arcana 13. Honestly, this deck is what made me realize that Fae are not always... Fairies, I should say, are not always the kind of Tinkerbell type fairies that we kind of associate with it. Some of them are really tricksy and evil. Neutral at best. Okay. Apparently I actually did look through the freaking deck at some point because the Major Arcana is in the back in order after all the Minor Arcana. Alright, 13, here we go. Oh. I see. For a second when you said about 13 with tarot cards, I was kind of like, wait, is he related to Sparkle then, the Fool? But then I was like, no, but the Fool is 0, not 13. And then I looked up and 13 is the Death. Now the question is, does that make him the murderer or another victim? Why is the fact that I've done this tangent... I've never done Oracle cards. Yeah. But it's a nice little hide, though. I'll give it that. I'm gonna keep my deck over there for a second while we continue through this.
Just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated ourselves to Penacony. But the Oak family, they set us up. Mikhail was too old to
I never really got
protect his
into... I got
children
into the
anymore.
tarot card reading stuff, but
So
not
we
really
left the family
Oracle. I knew that they
to find our
existed,
own
but I
path.
just didn't get why there were two different
We were
kinds of
branded
cards.
traitors of the Harmony, even though the true traitors were someone else. While they continue to praise the Watchmaker's name in the world, behind closed doors, they condemn him on a pillar of shame. Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name. We intended to find the real traitor, the one responsible for all this, and restore harmony to Penacony. But we failed. Too much time had passed, and the land of the dreams had become deeply corrupted. After countless fruitless pursuits, I gave up. Like a lost dog. The family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a form of forgiveness. But it was actually a punishment. Since then, I've been completely cut off from my partners and my past. As for Mikhail, I heard he died in obscurity, in a place where no one could find him. That's when I realized that the Penacony I once knew would never return.
The Oracle cards are like, each card is representation of a person. Tarot has suites where the same cards have the same meanings. Similar meanings, but it depends on how you read it. Sure. Because it really more depends on the spread than anything else. Oh, shoot, I didn't put this up against the wall. Oh, this is not responding. Doesn't matter. And another thing more towards the game that I was bringing up, but this is a... What's the word I'm looking for? This is both a compliment and a criticism. The music is not matching the conversation. It's a criticism because, oh my god, what is with this freaking Mickey Mouse music? You know, basically, you know, it sounds too bright and happy for the conversation we're having right now. However, if we were to actually be having this conversation where we were, this is ambient music. So this is, you know, basically diegetic music to what's going on. So the Oracle card 13 for this deck is the entity Solus, and he has his meanings. The other Oracle cards could have a 13 with totally different meanings. Okay.
We're truly sorry for what happened. But this is not the end of the story, right?
Apparently, someone has inherited the title of the Watchmaker and has
So
been
Dread Pirate
secretly
Robert
working
style. Gotcha.
against the family all this time.
We are...
Well, that's one way to look at it. However, only one member has truly inherited the Watchmaker's title.
There it is. Got my mouse back. All the way to the left? Talking about Himiko? Do you mean left or right? Okay, is it right now? I was about to say, Himiko? Really? Cotton candy vibes? Huh? That's what I was thinking as well, Chaos.
Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no idea who that person is, or if they're even real. Or just Mikhail's
Yeah, March
lost
7th
soul
definitely gives cotton
haunting
candy
the
vibes.
dreams.
Absolutely.
So, do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? Because I believe the girl's death must be connected to the Watchmaker's legacy. And at the end of all these mysteries, we will find the answers we are seeking. If it really is Mikhail's ghost, I want to meet him. If only for the last time. For those who despise me could form a line from here all the way to the entrance of the hotel. But those willing to look me in the eye and hear me out? Let's just say, there won't be many. I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Thank you for listening to this old dog. Bark and all.
Alrighty.
Something just happened at the theme park. Now if you'll excuse me, good luck to all of you. How ironic. What's so different between the stowaways rejected by Penacony today and the dream seekers once hailed as pioneers several amber eras ago?
The establishment of laws and order, I assume.
Gallagher does have a troubled past, it seems.
While Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery, his stories shed light on our suspicions about the true identity of the Watchmaker, his connection to the family, and the power struggles hidden behind sweet dreams and death.
I feel like you spoiled things for me now, Chaos, because now I see this line. And that death is related to the Watchmaker, which means it's fine. Not terrible. Because it might not be exactly what I'm thinking. Clocky is based on the one. Let's do that.
That lines up with what we've gathered so far. Firefly got involved in this mess because of the legacy, and now we're sure that Aventurine's accusations against Acheron are baseless.
Are they though? I mean, I like Acheron too, and I think that, you know, Adventurine's talking out his ass when he's talking about her, but by the same token, baseless is a little too far.
Exactly. Gallagher suggests that the real traitor is someone else, probably within the Oak family.
I never trusted that professor.
You're really into Clocky, huh? He's just a fictional character, not a real person.
We've established that he's at least based on a real person, March. Come on.
Speaking of which, that Clocky who only reveals himself to you is quite intriguing. It's a shame we've never met him since then.
That actually is interesting, yeah. We've established that.
Now that we've confirmed a lot of our suspicions, let's take a moment to think about the clues we have. Send a message.
And there's a
to
lot of
Walt
this too,
and see how
going back
things
to what
are
Panda
going
was
on
saying
his
earlier.
end.
We talk for a couple minutes. Let's go somewhere else and think about the clues we have. Okay. Talk. Go somewhere else. Possibly fight for a bit. God, this drags so much. Oh yeah, that's right. Welton is hanging out with Acheron. Mr. Yang, our investigation has come to an end. How's progress going on your end? Not too bad. The Galaxy Ranger and I agree that the family might be hiding something extremely important. We're headed now to the Dew Light Pavilion. Acheron, huh? Didn't Inventory say she was dangerous? I've confirmed that she's on our side. Don't worry. Please wait a while. I'll keep you posted as soon as I find anything. We get to switch to Acheron's POV. Okay, this is fun.
Are your companions worried about you?
They're just checking up on me. Let's get in and get out. Seems they've made some progress. Looks like we're about to enter the depths
okay, we're
of
here
the
again.
Light Pavilion.
It's been a smooth ride. Almost too smooth for a heavily guarded mansion.
Let's see if there's anyone waiting to greet us.
If one wakes at midnight. Yeah, we're gonna... I like the fact that she, because I seen her ult. I like the fact that her usual just strike is with the sword still in the scabbard. Gib. Is there anything else here? Oh, the door's still open. Alright.
Something feels off. A grand mansion like this and not a butler or servant in sight.
And it's
Could it
not
be
like
due
we
to
were
the disruption
expecting,
caused by
unlike
the
with
emergency?
Adventurine.
Well, this door is open. Looks like we'll have to investigate ourselves. Let's proceed with caution.
Just one moment.
Acheron draws her blade slightly. Within a moment, her breath became imperceptible.
Light. I've made myself less noticeable. The crew can explain their presence as authorized by the family, but I can't come up with any excuses for being here.
I see. What an interesting technique.
During exploration, using Acheron's technique, to hit normal enemies will instantly defeat them without entering combat. Which now makes it kind of boring because combat's the only kind of interesting bit. But okay. The technique does not hit enemy, no technique points are consumed. Okay, so basically if I use the technique, I want to go this way because this is the way that Adventurine went, and I'm curious to see if anything's changed since the last time I was here. I knew it! Alright. Ready to walk the walls?
Storm's on the horizon.
This is no good. Only basically to fight the one dude there.
Stream forward. Full blades.
So even though they're linked, I have to take them out one at a time. Interesting.
Another journey begins.
This will be interesting, because now I'm missing something that I've been using a lot.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
Still waters of oblivion.
Answer me.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Done and done. Don't exist. You don't know that I'm here. I'm being sneaky. I am a bitty bitty sneaky, sir.
Stream 4.
Oh, I know. I know. I'm aware. I'm just so used to hitting them with my attack A. Oh, that's right. Oh, I'll go redo it in a second. Now we'll collect this. And we'll go up the wall again. I just want to make sure I have the maximum amount in case I need it going.
Stream 4. Gold blades.
Because lo and behold, there's no restoring. And I needed one more. Background makes the simulated and divergent challenges way easy because of her skill. Is that not what is this what her skill usually does in the first place? I thought that this was special for this particular thing. Ah. Well, it's a shame that I can't do anything about that. She's not on the... Oh, there it is. Okay. I was about to say, are we gonna have the same thing as last night where I hear some freaking treasure chest and I don't see it? Yeah, I don't like limited banners too much in gacha, but you know, it is what it is, and that's what I'm gonna have to deal with. Aha.
Stream 4. Gold blades. The model in the sand pit. It's the golden hour, isn't it?
It is.
Maybe the heads of the family used that model for discussing important matters.
Such as...
The footprints here are different from the rest. There are 2 sets of them. Looks like outsiders might have passed through here not long ago.
Adventurine and Dr. Ratio, I believe. Yeah, I don't play this often enough to really get them all anyway.
Stream 4.
I am grateful that they're leaving behind a lot of this stuff. Oh, I guess I gotta take a look at this.
Can you identify the people who left these footprints?
Well, there's a unique pattern here. Flamboyant, even. And judging by the size, I'd say these were men's shoes. If I'm right, it could be the IPC ambassador, Aventurine.
I love how you can judge his flamboyancy just by his footprints.
Aventurine. What about the other set?
It looks like they were walking side by side as opposed to one behind the other, so the second individual is likely equal in status to Aventurine. The IPC is eager to reclaim Penacony, so their presence here is not unexpected.
The thing is, but how can you, actually now that I think about it, how can you get everything if some of them are on limited banners so they don't show up unless the banner's up?
Stream 4. The gleam.
Or am I thinking about this all wrong? Yeah, no, I'm never that lucky. It's a rarity that I'm able to pull a character without needing pity. See, there's that one there. Can't get to it. And I couldn't really get to it when I was in the thing either. That's why I was coming over here. I was trying to see if maybe with Acheron I could see something, but it's fine. I don't trust garbage cans anymore. I do like that. That was actually a kind of funny thing for them to do, though. Then normally you would, at the start with Bellabog, you check every single garbage can for whatever you can find. And then here, no, now they kill you directly. I just want to check everything. It's my Metroidvania roots yelling at me. Not certain. I think I collected everything in here. If there's stuff related to... There's of adventuring stuff. It looks like whatever you did as adventuring stays. Considering that I collected everything except for the, you know, difficult battle chests. Yeah. Alright. What does she have on her that sounds like a bell as I'm running? Oh, it's probably the chains around her gloves. There's a second character that I kind of like playing as, the first one being Jinyi, that has that kind of sound effect of like a bell, but on Jinyi there's actually bells.
While there aren't any people in this mansion, they've set up quite a few mimetic guards to patrol this place.
Oh, so we're just gonna straight up fight.
This is where it ends.
Alright.
Destined for oblivion.
Your answers?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Answer me.
Eternal.
Got the defense? SAS per Kim. Knowledge, the measure of
I keep forgetting
any falsehood.
what I need to do for ult in this portion.
0 points. Get there. Failed.
Still waters of oblivion.
I'm asking questions. A test. 0 points.
There's more to life.
We're good for one more round.
Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
Oh, swept away by the wind.
Enjoy yourself.
Not bad.
Another journey begins.
5 points.
I guess this is the first time I've heard Dr. Ratio say 5 points because he got healed, because I never... Since I picked up full off the current banner, it threw me
We've
off.
hardly any time left to say farewell. Destined for oblivion.
Yeah, let me just attack straight because I need
Eternal.
that to be up.
Still waters of oblivion.
Get them. Your answers? Fiend or devil? I'll crush them all.
Alrighty.
Grace and elegance.
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed.
Acheron said, fuck your commentary.
There's more.
I was kind of hoping the hole would have finished it. But whatever.
It dropped something.
A note. Looks like instructions from the butler for the other servants.
Seems like the mansion's entire workforce were assigned other tasks before Robin's death.
I assume because it's dated, that's why you know this before Robin's death.
It must have been a big project to require that much manpower. The Charmony Festival, perhaps.
But no matter what their main priorities are, there should always be someone left at the mansion, right?
So you're saying
Maybe.
someone deliberately cleared the place out?
Yeah, but I don't.
Hold on, I need to go collect this. Alrighty, up we go.
No one here either.
Since no one's around to entertain us, let's make ourselves at home.
This is gonna be interesting.
Stay close to me so that my white can cover you too.
Oh, I thought this was gonna be another conversation. Open says I. Okay, letter from Robin. Dear brother, how are you doing these days? I had intended to visit you at Dewlight Pavilion as soon as possible upon my return, but with the approaching Charmony Festival and your busy schedule, I refrained from troubling you. However, an urgent matter compels me to share something with you immediately. Since my return to Penacony, I have experienced a peculiar change in my voice. At first, I thought it was caused by exhaustion or illness, but after consulting with the doctors, they assured me that my perfect health and dismissed my concerns. However, my voice worsened over time and even experienced periods of voice loss. In order to find answers, I conducted many private investigations, including my idle time out of rehearsals, of course, using my idle time. Eventually, I realized that the harmony in Penacony is not pure. A discord lurking within has tainted my voice of harmony, which I believe to be the root cause of my vocal issues. I immediately realized such levels of interference can only occur if either a powerful external force is pulling the strings or if a senior member of the family is involved. Unfortunately, further investigation has led me to the latter conclusion. So she already knew something was going on. Okay. This is an extremely alarming discovery. A traitor has emerged within the family in Penacony. And it is highly likely that this person is one of the 4 family heads. I trust you implicitly, dear brother, because of our promise. With the Charmony Festival on the horizon, I fear this person intends to impede its progress or even use the festival for some other ulterior motive. At any rate, I suggest you monitor the other family heads while also prioritizing your own safety. You are the only true family member I have left. There is another matter that requires our attention during the investigation. I learned about the memory zone meaning death. And my further inquiries led me to believe that the culprit who directed it is the cause of the series of incidents that likely is the aforementioned traitor in the family. I have collected many more clues, and I'm prepared to verify my hypothesis. Rest assured, you can just focus on the preparations for the Charmony Festival. Once I've thoroughly investigated death, I'll come along to meet you immediately. It won't take long. Given your heavy workload, please take care of yourself. Don't stay in the streamscape all the time. Spend some time in reality when you're free. I brought some more specialties from other galaxies. Giant Moa pudding tarts from Morillon, I assume is how to pronounce that. Saved to Morillions. Sounds weird. Wild strawberries from Aconyanco, known for their exceptional size and sweetness, which I'm certain you'll enjoy. And almond meringue cream cracknels from Medicia, sorry. I Final Fantasy 14 that for a second. Don't forget to enjoy them. May Zip be with us, your sister Robin.
As soon as I and the rest of the crew arrived in Penacony, Mr. Sunday and Robin showed up to greet us. I remember hearing something unusual in her voice, and now it seems I was right.
Robin believed it was because the harmony had been tampered with somehow. But
The
as
harmony.
far as I know, there aren't many entities capable of interfering with the power of paths.
Meaning...
If there really is a traitor within the family, that person must hold a high position or possess unimaginable strength.
That would explain why Mr. Sunday has been having such difficulty in catching the traitor.
What am I hearing? I thought that there might have been an animation that, you know, they're covering with the thing of her reading the book. But I'm hearing, like, pages turning. And of course, as soon as I point it out, it's no longer there. I forgot to check this stuff before I got started. Got my check-in stuff. Optimizations, no issues. Okay. Assignments. Yeah, I don't hear it anymore, so it must be something where they play the sound effect like they're reading a book because they are reading a book, but they don't have any kind of animation for it. Okay.
This light cone is securely guarded. It must hold some important memories.
According to Robin's interview, despite having performed on so many grand stages, her favorite performance was a pretend show she put on with her brother when they were just kids.
I wonder how their relationship is now.
Growing up brings gains, but also losses.
Yeah, time has a way of smoothing things out. The beautiful dreams of youth will eventually fade away.
List of death's victims. Ansorol, a male Halovian who was dragged into the sea by an unknown meme while sunbathing at the beach in the moment of oasis. Subsequent search and rescue operations proved unsuccessful. Note, this was the first case. Can't tell if anything is wrong. Insufficient investigation. Mori, a male from Jianzhou. The Jianzhou Lafu? Entered a spheroid in the Golden Era and mysteriously disappeared while the spheroid was bouncing in the air. Later examination showed no sign of forced entry or exit on the spheroid. It seems the culprit can ignore the physical barriers. Conventional investigation methods feasible? Imaka, female human, participated in a talent show in the moment of scorched sand, but accidentally fell off the stage before the judges turned around and disappeared. Sorry, I'm reading this so quickly and my brain is not intaking it. A talent show in the moment of scorched sand, but accidentally fell off the stage before the judges turned around and disappeared into the shadows below. The footage for that episode has been deleted. The culprit is swift, skilled at disguises. Caution is advised. Weber, a male Pepeshi, fell down when entering his office on payday in the Gilded Hour and was killed by an unknown meme that suddenly appeared. The memories of witnesses have been processed. Note, preferring to attack wounded or vulnerable individuals, uncertain. May be taking orders from someone else. Shimei, a male Pepesi. It was taken while flipping over a card at a casino in the moment of stars. The casino staff has dealt with the aftermath of the incident. Flipping a card. Interesting. Deckham, a male human, jumped into the ocean of dream bubbles in the blue hour in an attempt to impress his girlfriend, but got entangled by unknown meme under the sea and drowned. His girlfriend's memories have been processed, but the outcomes are not satisfactory. Further intervention or motivators may be necessary. Most cases are related to the ocean. Could this be a breakthrough? Additional note. Scratch that. After checking, only 2 cases were related to the ocean. Kaixia, female Foxian, was engulfed by an unknown meme while playing in the dreamy slots in the golden hour. The incident caused a huge commotion at the spot. The memories of most witnesses have been processed. Could it be the sweet dreams true? Does it have the ability to imitate and learn? Multiple culprits? There's likely a mastermind behind this. Kambega, a male bloodhound, was attacked by an unknown meme before his shift change at the Monument of Serenity, resulting in the death after fight. Security measures have been enhanced in the prison area. No notable details in this case. Need to ask the Bloodhound family to strengthen defenses in the prison and other facilities. Janet, female human, disappeared while visiting the film history gallery at the museum in the Moment of Soul. She was drawn towards a mysterious sound calling to her and walked into a screen, vanishing without a trace. The site has been cordoned off. This is the only case with a culprit demonstrating speech ability. Further verification is required to determine if this is a false claim. Monk, a male Intellitron, was attacked while replacing a newly purchased high-grade vision sensor in the auction at the Moment of Dusk. Vision sensor, noteworthy. Is it though? Okay. Annette, a female Pepeshi, vanished while touching up her makeup in the bathroom, powdering her nose, no doubt. I jinxed myself. I knew that Wyvern was going to tell you to go to sooner or later. Oh, because I just saw that. Ceremony at the Paperfold University in the Moment of Soul. She was caught by a meme, dragged into a mirror, and disappeared. This was witnessed by a teacher at the scene. Mirror? Noteworthy. Her hypothesis related to sight. Oh, that's why it's noteworthy. Now it makes more sense. Chloe, a female Intellitron, was attacked by a meme and disappeared when she blew out the candles during her birthday celebration with her friends in the Blue Hour. All witnesses are currently receiving treatment from motivators. More attacks occurred in dark or dim environments. Is sight really a trigger? Oh, maybe because the Blue Hour is a dimmer environment? Because blowing out candles doesn't automatically mean that the lights were out. Just saying. Carissa, a female Hellovian, was harassed by a fervent fan backstage before her performance in the Monument of Scorched Sand and was subsequently abducted by a meme during her escape. Bloodhound family has apprehended the fan. Abducted. Keep a lookout for this fervent fan. Dorian, male human, took a nap before the end of his shift in the moment of daybreak without telling his managers and was abducted by an unknown meme hiding under a chair. Each emergency intervention was provided and the production of the factory has resumed as usual. Taking a nap, which means not sight. Plus, consider discussing with the Alfalfa family about increased vacation time and additional breaks for workers. Marlowe, a male human, disappeared after being involved in a car accident in the golden hour. Witnesses reported the presence of an eerie meme who fled the underground at the scene of the accident. This is a genuine case of death. The meme must be connected to the concepts such as death and murder. This list comprises over 100 cases related to the memory zone meme death. However, the author of the list seems to still struggle with figuring out the pattern.
The information about Robin, Firefly, and the other victims. I don't see any commonalities among them.
Looks like the rumors were right. Death does seem to be targeting random victims. And based on Sunday's notes, he's no stranger to death.
Random.
He's just surprised that it has resurfaced.
This is suspects. Esteemed head of the Oak family, investigation into all the suspects involved in the death case have been concluded. The findings are summarized below for your review. Respectfully yours, Ismay Drott. Attachment: Ryan and general staff from the Oak family, short gray hair, leading a laid-back lifestyle, often caught slacking off at work. Percy, diplomatic clerk from the Oak family, dark curly hair, suffering from severe OCD, unable to work until his tie is tied and checked 5 times. Reshi, diplomatic Clerk from the... I assume these are all not really useful. Oh, wait. Sorry. I just realized. Because since the first two were from the Oak family, I was kind of like, okay, this is just like them pointing the finger elsewhere. Connor, professor at the Paperfold Factory, Paperfold University. Short red hair, rumored students be an enigmatic figure due to unkempt appearance. Doriani, professor at the Paperfold Factory. Short gray hair, known among students to bring cigarettes to class instead of textbooks. Peru, researcher from the Nightingale family, long blonde hair, known to be obsessed with soda and having the research lab's trash can filled with empty drink cans. Benny, a dreamscape producer from the Nightingale family, curly brown hair, frail and thin, exhibiting almost fanatical affection for the dream construction. Maureen, a dream weaver from the Nightingale family, short gray hair, standard stature for Pepeshi adults, possesses a collector's fetish, particularly fond of mugs and jugs. Sir Whitaker, head of the Nightingale family, short black hair distinguished by his rare orange pupils. Pat, a renowned actor from the Iris family, short gray hair, featured in numerous classic films and TV shows, known for his distinctive thigh band. I don't know, have you seen a lot of the fashion in this game? I'm pretty sure that's not very distinctive. Although maybe for men. I don't know. Porridge, a actor from the Iris family, short black hair, regularly cast in gangster movie films, widely acclaimed for his performance in close quarters combat scenes. Nader, a drinksmith from the Iris family, short blonde hair, enjoying a good reputation amongst tourists for his engaging conversation. Carrie, an actress from the Iris family, long pale hair, known for cross-dressing in films to play suit-clad male protagonist, affectionately called by her fans as the Grey Beauty. Brendan, a guard from the Bloodhounds, short brown hair, awarded a medallion for rescuing 10 stranded tourists. Carter, security officer from the Bloodhound family, short blonde hair, small stature, often spend leisure time in the casinos in the Moment of Stars. Woolsey, the captain of the Bloodhound Guardians, short blonde hair, stocky man, bearing several scars from his previous encounters with memes. Wait, didn't we see Woolsey when we were still playing as Adventurine last night? Olmu, a detective from the Bloodhound family, short black hair, known for his unkempt stubble and excellent undercover work and investigations with underground gangs. Karina, agent for the Bloodhound family, long gray hair, nicknamed Fireball by underground gangs due to her tendency to wear all red attire while enforcing the law. Melanie, a reporter from the Alfalfa family, short blonde hair, standard Pepeshi stature, exhibiting mental age beyond her actual years. Gabe, gambling agent from the Alfalfa family, short black hair, standard Pepeshi stature, used to enjoy a candy bar before gambling starts. Lothric, the hotel butler from the Alfalfa family, dark curly hair, tall stature, possessing a sense of humor that attracts numerous VIP customers. Lester, an auction trader from the Alfalfa family, gray curly hair, medium stature, regularly indulging in a Dream's Joy special after work. Gnai, I assume? Gnai? Gnasty Gnork? A project manager from the Alfalfa family. Long blonde hair, shorter than average Pepeshi, maintains calm demeanor and has generated a lot of revenue for the family. There are a total of 52 suspects on the list, followed by a Sunday's note. Perhaps there is a common thread among them. I have reached a conclusion. I will point out the different builds and everything. I'm getting the feeling the family, and granted, it should have been obvious when they called it just the family, but it's like mafia level almost.
Mr. Sunday has done some serious research on his suspects. This traitor must have been causing trouble for the family for a long time.
They all seem to be insiders, but I haven't met any of them.
I met a couple of them.
Wait, these characteristics.
What is it?
No, nothing. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. However, if this traitor really exists, could they be responsible for Firefly and Robin's deaths?
Perhaps that's why Sunday is taking this matter so seriously.
Alright, next up. A letter from Alfalfa. To Sunday, I've been informed about Robin, and I would like to express my deepest condolences. However, I must remind you that now you hold the position of not only her elder brother, but also the head of the Oak family. Your every action has implications for all of Penacony. As Penacony is going through a critical period, it is crucial that you do not allow your hatred to cloud your judgment, and to be cautious not to engage in activities that others could use against you as leverage. I heard that you are planning to dedicate a significant amount of time and resources to find Death. Such actions did not serve the best interests of the family as a whole, and I strongly advise you to reconsider it to avoid potential impeachments from other family heads. While you are convinced that Death is connected to the Watchmaker, I have met that Watchmaker many times long before the Dream Master adopted you and your sister, and I have never found any evidence linking him to that memory zone meme. Now that you are the head of the Oak family, it is essential that you assess the situation objectively and consider the bigger picture. It is unwise to allocate all of Penacony's resources and manpower to the sake of personal vendetta, as this would bring dishonor to the Great One. The Chamonix Festival is on the horizon, and the Watchmaker's guests are all barely holding back their own agendas. Neither you nor I could face the severe consequences if Dominicus's arrival is delayed. Therefore, I urge you to control your emotions and fulfill your responsibilities as the head of the Oak family, focusing only on the festival and avoiding any interference from external sources. In addition, we must not neglect the honored guests invited by the Watchmaker, as mishandling this matter could lead to diplomatic conflicts with other major factions, involving us in disputes that could have been avoided. As your elder, I hope that you comprehend the gravity of the situation and handle it appropriately. As for the matter of Robin, there would be time to pursue it once the festival concludes. By then, I will provide you with the necessary resources and manpower in the name of the Alpha family to help you get your revenge. Additionally, I have heard rumors that the Dream Master is not entirely pleased with your recent activities. I advise you to conduct yourself with caution. Yours sincerely, Old Odie.
It seems neither the Dream Master of Penacony nor this Old Odie is happy with Sunday's recent performance.
They don't seem to care much about Death. Instead,
I wish I could
they're
walk
more
around while
concerned
this
about
stuff was
the
happening, because
Chamonix
I'm kind of
Festival
bored
and the
just spinning the
Watchmaker.
camera around Acheron.
Maybe the other family heads don't think Death is a big deal. One thing's for sure. There's a lot of internal conflict within the family, and everybody has their own agenda.
That's all for now. Nothing
I know,
more
right?
noteworthy.
The hot
Before coming
pants.
here, I had all sorts of scenarios in my head about dealing with the family. I did not expect an empty mansion.
Watch out. Someone's approaching.
I don't think trespassing on forbidden areas is the way to be a guest, Mr. Yang. And
Didn't you have White up, by the way?
the Galaxy Ranger.
Our apologies, Mr. Sunday. Nobody came to greet us, so we entered without permission. I hope you can forgive us.
But even if there's no one to greet you, you should wait for the host. Don't you agree?
No.
Even without
If the host
famous
leaves his
Galaxy
front door
Ranger.
unlocked.
As far as I know, the crew has officially accepted the family's commission, so coming here will be unnecessary for you.
The crew?
On the contrary, that's exactly why we're here, to ask you about the case and gather more information. We don't want any loose ends.
Well, since you've come with goodwill, I have no reason to show you the door.
Rest assured, he hasn't figured out that we went through those documents.
Stop talking out
While
loud.
the truth remains a mystery, I'm getting close to it. I assure you that the traitor will soon pay the price.
Let's hope justice will prevail soon. I have a question for you, if you don't mind. How did the family come to the conclusion that the murderer was within the family?
Asking questions that were from the
With all due
documents.
respect, it's in the IPC's interest to wreak havoc before the Chamonix Festival, and the family has every reason to suspect the IPC's involvement.
Yeah, we've already established that at the very least Robin figured it
Other
out.
family heads share the same suspicions as you, but in my opinion, the true murderer would never have drawn as much attention as that ambassador did. Not to mention, I personally shackled him a while ago. However, I'll give you a suggestion regarding your
he's talking about
suspicions,
adventuring.
Mr.
It just
Yang.
occurred to me.
You should be more cautious of aventurine. While the wicked can't break through high walls, they can plunge their evil dagger into the heart of the righteous. He's a businessman, not some philanthropist. But right now, he's out there
His nose
handing
is
out his
distracting me
wealth on
right
the
now.
streets. And he went to the Clock Studios theme park all by himself. Who knows what kind of scheme he's cooking up?
Oh, so now we're gonna hop into
While the
adventuring
family
shoes,
is
aren't we?
dedicated to keeping our guests safe, it might be wise for you to stay alert. You never know what unexpected troubles could arise.
Lo and behold, when he mentioned exactly where adventuring was
According
going.
to a Pierpoint hotline tip, there was a major breakthrough in the shocking Ejhazio Aventurine case. The suspect has been arrested. This fraud case has been linked to many departments within the Interastral Peace Corporation and the Intelligentsia Guild, causing a large drain in manpower and resources, resulting in the IPC taking a massive loss.
The case's main suspect originates from Sigonia 4 and is one of the survivors.
I feel like this is such racist setup because it's just like, what the heck?
Who does not
They keep
carry an interstellar refugee travel permit.
they keep putting adventuring like
As
he's
per
a piece of
Strategic
shit.
Investment Department head
Between
Diamond
the slavery
Sentiments,
from last
the
night.
IPC has appropriately relocated the
And they
suspect
say,
in
oh
the
yeah, it's because
spirit
he's from
of the charter,
Sigonia 4.
and will continue to conduct further investigations as to the motive of the suspect.
Oh, hello.
Pretty eyes. Tell me, do they shine in the dark?
Well, if they did, I'd sell them in a heartbeat.
You don't know how many people long for your eyes to be closed forever. As a servant, you should not resist your master. Yet, you went and killed that man anyway. No lawyer has the audacity to defend you. Perhaps you ought to represent yourself.
Is he a lawyer though?
Not difficult, but definitely pointless.
You're pretty confident on your eloquence. Did you also think that when you lied to the Intelligentsia Guild?
Ask and you shall receive. You wanted the perfect construction material. All I did was offer a possibility. It was just a small wager. If your luck holds out, the IPC will dig something up from the golden sands of Ejhazio. Maybe even the Sand King's remains. Pity your luck has run out.
I'll admit that. What I'm more curious about, though, is why such a grand scheme failed to benefit anyone in the end, including the perpetrator.
It just occurred to me something else. This is something else that's dragging down the story, is all this flashback. Yes, we want to try to establish who Adventurine is, especially since he was such an enigma when we first met him. But this is the same stuff that got me to stop reading One Piece, because it kept flashing back to stuff that wasn't relevant at the moment. Granted, it's relevant in that it's dictating people's motivations moving forward, but it's like, okay, but I wanted to see what happened to the people in question.
Madam, I already have what I want. To be brought before you for the next high-stakes gamble.
Then let's talk about the second gamble. Tell me, what are you prepared to wager this time?
My life.
Exactly, Chaos.
I bet you won't send me to the gallows.
This is a double-edged sword because it definitely helps the reader, let's call it like if it's a book, right? It helps the reader understand a certain character's point of view and why they're taking the certain actions that they're taking, but it kills all pacing. So it's got a good benefit, but a very big downside. It is not like here's where it becomes an issue. And it did this in One Piece and it's doing it here. Nothing was leading to the discussion of what is going on in Adventurine's background. It's not like Adventurine said, oh yeah, this reminds me of that one time when I was put in front of a tribunal and made my final bet, quotation marks, I'm saying final for now, because I have no idea. And then it does the flashback. Then you're like, oh, okay, now I'm following this thing. It's just, okay, we talked to this person, don't trust Adventurine, book, Adventurine's past. Why? The last thing we heard about Adventurine, specifically from Mr. Sunday, was... I find it funny that I brought up One Piece and Mr. Sunday. Wasn't the Dressrosa arc having a lot of like day-named villains? Anyway, but the last thing he said was that he's going out to basically the museum area, if I remember correctly, or if I know what I'm talking about. And all of a sudden we're in his past, not where he's at. So it just kind of kills the pacing.
What do you want, then?
I want your Lenore to meet with me. I have something to say.
And then what?
I want cash.
It can't be that simple, can it?
It is that simple. 30 tanbas. The remainder of my market value. 30 tanbas. No more, no less. With this money, I'll climb to even greater heights than you. Grasp even more riches than you. I wager you won't give me this chance. Which is why you should call him here.
Interesting. A pity Diamond won't see you. No one gets to see him. From here on out, I am Diamond's representative, and I will decide on his behalf. You're wrong. 30 tanbas. He'll give you that. And much more than that. Wealth, status, power.
So why is Jade being so
IPC
kind?
will give you whatever you want, even what you don't want. Kakavasha. A good name, but unfortunately destined to be buried in the dirt. You, though, you deserve to live, to create even more wealth for us. Go. Pick the clothes you like, then choose your desired identity. And then, use them well, child. May your schemes be forever concealed.
Life is like a long-term investment. Those who choose correctly, do the correct things, reach the correct outcomes, and show the world their value.
Mm-hmm.
People can't always make the right choices in their lives. But luck has always been on my side. I've never lost. Is it because Gayathra blesses me? Well, if that's the case, she must also be looking upon me right now. My success is inevitable. But...
yeah, I noticed that most of these people's names are after gemstones, so I assume when you say adventuring people,
even if
I assume
this difficult trial,
it's the person with the code name of adventuring.
Next. What awaits me after this glorious gamble? An even more glorious one? Will I return triumphant with unending riches after countless successes, or will I encounter failure?
Or are you saying
Never
adventurine's
to
people,
return.
so the ones from whatever the planet that I mentioned that it seems like nobody likes for some reason?
I'm pretty sure you already have some ideas. Lowly gambler.
Why is that adventurine's voice? Fixing that. Give me a sec.
What?
It is adventuring.
Am I dreaming, or have I gone completely insane?
Perhaps both. Forgotten me already? When you were strapped to that electric chair by a mannequin warlords, who was it that gave you the idea?
Fine. I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. Get out of my head, newborn of the Harmony.
The Harmony? Oh, don't play the fool. It's not the first time we've met. No need to be so polite.
I'm kind of confused right now. It's both because I'm tired, I think, but...
And perhaps even more aware of yourself than you. Of what exactly you want. You're dying. And you still want to drag a bunch of unfortunate fools with you through death's door. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Alright.
A grand unveiling. You really think you can pull it off?
Why not?
Well, you may have fooled everyone, but you can't fool yourself. I can show you. Before you're entirely gone, I'll be with you for the last stretch of your road.
Actually, you want to know what? We've just established this. Forgotten me already. When you were strapped to the electric chair by mannequin warlords, who was it that gave you the idea? That's the time where now you transfer to that flashback of whatever the heck happened. They're doing this all backwards. Oh, he's going over this way, so we're gonna go see a flashback of him before we go join him. And then he's gonna talk about an event that we still haven't seen the flashback for and never come back to it. Or if we have come back to it, or we have seen it, it was mentioned before, and now I've forgotten. That's the problem.
Let's have a heart-to-heart while we walk.
What exactly are you?
Most people in this world spend their entire lives just to reach one outcome. And I am that outcome. Kakavasha, I am your future.
First I'm hearing things, and now I'm seeing them. Great. Am I going to be elevated into the Harmony's Emanator next?
It is interesting. I just noticed that
no guests here. What's that featherhead doing?
What featherhead? But I see that the event thing up above my head, right below you guys, is corrupted to a degree. Interesting. Oh! I see something that I missed last time.
A reward with no risk? I'll take it. Just a Pepeshi? No. A child.
I want all the stuff. See, and look at how much I can distract myself going somewhere else entirely, right? That's not where they want me to go. When they could easily just close it off until you've done the thing that they want you to do. Alright, so let's talk to this person. I feel I have to go that way after I'm done here.
I thought miners weren't allowed in Golden Hour. Hey kid, you okay? Are you lost?
What's
What's wrong, mister? You
That's
don't
him.
look well.
Your eyes. Impossible. Who are you?
They're pretty, aren't they? Sis said they're a gift from Mama Funga. Colorful eyes are said to bring good luck. Mister, you have pretty eyes too.
I find it interesting that I assume the young adventuring here has more rounded pupils than see that his is more like diamond shaped,
alone?
almost snake-like.
Where are your parents?
They're in that amusement park. Papa and Mama went in first. I'm just about to go look for them. I have to go. Goodbye, mister. Hope you have a good time, too.
Those eyes. And Mama Funga. No, it can't. There aren't any Avgens left.
Yeah, I'm gonna take on this guy. Although, hold on. Let me make an adjustment here. I need more of a balance of the team. With the stuff.
Every petal in life's all will be swept away by the wind. Existence is unity.
Spend freely.
Pretty good crowd today.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I haven't really used much of the abilities before getting into a fight anyway.
I can do this!
Some value, I suppose.
I hit the mark.
Oh, I just noticed Woho's legs are shaking. She's so scared. That's so adorable. Anyway. No,
There's more to life. Some value, I suppose. Eternal.
We still have shields, so I'm not too worried about that.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Turn it up! Ready to lose your... You can fight it, or rock with it!
I can do this!
There's more to life.
Sure, I'll play along.
I'm not gonna hold on to that.
It's on me.
This song's for you. Keep up!
I'm gonna hold everyone back again! Give me strength!
Ready to jam.
So one of the things is that why I don't use the abilities before going to the fight a lot is just because of the fact that there's so much.
No, it can't.
There
aren't any Avgens left.
What's the word I'm looking for? I'm the kind of person who will save like most of their items until like the final fight, and then maybe I'll use them. So having a limited resource like the energy charges for this and no way to really consistently recharge the energy is kind of uncomfortable for me. That's correct. I just need to. I've been very bad with items. Hold on. Because I usually just kind of go and collect them and not even think about it otherwise. Mostly because they're so out of the way to get. It's just not something that I'm actively thinking about. And I will admit, it's probably a me thing that I should probably do a lot more things to get this stuff done, but continuing along.
Papa, Mama, wait for me.
Only on Penacony, am I right?
What are you still doing here?
Well, you've known all along. The family truly showed leniency to everyone who came seeking help. Why would there be a need for such high walls and deep moats? However, people don't see it like that. Especially since the flavor of the dream syrup is so alluring. You will receive no charity on Penacony. And relying on your own strength alone to topple high walls? Not a likely fate. Which is why, once you step into the hotel, you remove your high hat and beg everyone you come across for help. Like a hyena scavenging for scraps in the desert. Because you know that opportunities are fleeting.
Well, when you put it like that, even Ratio's a teeny peacock analogy sounds pleasant.
Well, you know how rare it is for me to give you the straight dope. So listen while you can. It's good timing that you mentioned the doctor. I'm especially fond of what you and he have in common. The conspiracies, calculations. Especially the part about the finale, a magnificent act of betrayal. Oh, when everyone thinks this way, who would even suspect that it was another trap you've meticulously devised? Go on. Tell me I'm right. You know who you really are, Mr. Cavalier Gambler. Uptight, overcautious, massive inferiority complex.
Right? Absolutely.
You want so much, you're still so afraid of losing. They only see your big bets, your bravado.
Absolutely, Chaos. That's exactly it.
They don't know the other hand is below the table, clutching your chips for dear life. It's a heck of an act. No wonder the tavern sent you an invite. You're a natural kid. You don't stop at fooling the audience, you fool yourself too.
To fool your enemies, you must first fool your friends?
Well, the best way to prevent others from seeing your true colors is first being able to fool yourself.
Of course.
Alright.
I know you all too well. But it's strange.
Hold on.
Why did you decline that invitation? You had the chance to embrace elation, was that not what you most wanted? But you chose the IPC instead.
Raise it up, because that's exactly what he said. I really need to remember to reset that counter before stream starts.
Do you even have anything in common with the preservation?
Oh, I thought you knew. Didn't you say you had me pegged? We're done. Either stop talking or disappear from my sight.
That's But who exactly is about to disappear here?
Well, it's not going to be me, anyway.
Now let's do this. We will set up the defense. Because I knew I could pick that up at least. Go this way.
A reward with no risk? I'll take it.
After the agony. Whoa, hold on, hold on. Come back. Come back, words. I didn't read it. The shouts, the cries, the prisons, palaces, reverberations. Be careful to read this stuff before we catch up to it.
Ah, playing hide and seek. I'm really good at this.
It's not like these puzzles are that difficult. Some of them are, don't get me wrong, but they need to kind of balance the easy puzzles and the hard puzzles back and forth.
This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
There's more to life.
I should first.
Every petal in life, all will be swept away by the wind. Eternal.
I've already established a shield,
Pretty
so I
good
don't
crowd
care.
today.
Turn it up! I can do this!
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Some value, I suppose. Don't come any close!
Fiend or devil, I'll crush them all!
Naruhodo, naruhodo.
Sure, I'll play along.
Song's for you. Keep up!
I can do this!
The dice have been cast. Bust.
The die has been cast.
I'll take it all.
Either way.
Ready to lose your... You can fight it
Let's go.
or rock with it.
You know, the funny thing with that team is that all you need is Robin and the drummer character that have a full band.
Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up! I'm gonna hold everyone back again!
Okay, I know I have two guitarists, essentially.
It's my turn to hunt.
But what other...
Bet you guys can't find me.
I guess I'm just kind of confused because it's just like... Who else here would be in a band at this point? I'm just gonna keep doing this because I can.
Grace and elegance.
Kind of a pain that this... I'm so used to this in other RPGs in general, just being able to kind of grind up, but this is not what it's used for here, so I'm kind of confused as to what I'm doing. I'm just doing it out of habit at this point.
Existence is unity.
Hedge your bets. Spend freely.
This song's for you. Keep up!
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
So what is the name of that instrument that Rodney has? It has a proper name, right?
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
There's more to life.
Sure, I'll play along.
Okay, I'm gonna assume the problem is a typo. It has a problem, but I forget the name.
Let's rock. I'm scared.
Alright.
It's my turn to hide now. I bet you guys can't find me.
Haha! My exploratory nature has saved me yet again. Saved? No, actually, I said saved. There we go. Done and done.
A reward with no risk? I'll take it.
Hide and seek.
Oh my god, this is just dragging the pace.
When Mama said goodbye that day, how many catechins were like jackals hot on your heels?
And I might not feel so bad about this dragging the pace if the pace wasn't dragged by something else first, and now it's just, okay, we're getting to something where I can actually do stuff, and now it's just dragging the pace again.
I know you won't forget that sound anytime soon. Those shrill cackles. You had to hide right under the noses of those savages. You and Big Sis, playing dead, drifting in all that bloody water. Completely ruined that shirt. Shame. Wasn't that the last one Dad left behind?
Also, this is another point where you can go to a flashback if you weren't already dragging the pace down.
It wasn't ruined. I've always kept it.
Come on. It's a rag. It's not like you can ever wear it. Now you don't have to hide. You probably won't even deign to get your pretty outfit wet in the rain. And your social capital has changed after all.
I've never changed.
On the contrary, now you're the one who does the hunting. For the last round of hide and seek.
Alrighty.
That child. Could he be in here?
I hear another treasure chest.
Oh, the bigger the risk, the better the reward.
I've not been able to take on those guys relatively well before, so let me just fix this up and then we'll go take a look at the other person. The little kid. The kitty kitty. A pipa. I don't think I've ever heard of that. At least not by that. Oh.
A reward with no risk? I'll take it.
Oh. Hiding in the corner. since, as we established, technically fighting is not useful. Traditional Chinese pluck string instrument. Yeah, it looks like a lute, actually. Now that you've mentioned that name, it looks like a lute. I know that it's a more traditional Chinese instrument, because obviously what she plays is more traditionally Chinese. Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Is this
an adventurine?
A topaz?
Never mind. I'm wrong.
What is this doing here?
What? Does your cornerstone wrench out your heart, son?
I was merely curious at why it was here.
Maybe that winged guy put it here. To taunt you. Just to make you realize that your painstakingly arranged magic show is nothing but a death rattle. The cornerstone's hue is the same as the radiance of Clipant's body. I've got to give it to you. I've heard a lot of baloney, but that lie deserves a prize for sheer nerve. If he were just a little bit smarter, the jig would have been up right there.
Why is that?
This is just bait.
Of course. That's why Ratio's betrayal was one of the keys to your plan. I have to say, that doctor's acting was superb.
Or maybe he wasn't acting at all.
All the better for you. Sunday didn't become head of the Oak family by acting sloppy. He's obsessed with control. You have to give him enough detail to satisfy his meticulous nature, but not so much that he gets suspicious. Which is why you had Ratio seek him out and leak the plan on purpose. To prevent the other party from suspecting anything. The intel you gave to Ratio was all true. He spoke the same to Sunday. Finally, Sunday took the bait, found the other cornerstone, and before you know it, everyone's distracted enough for you to steal the third stone right out from under them.
Why don't you stop rummaging through my mind?
Your mind.
Explaining something that I kind of already knew, except for the fact that he picked up a third stone somewhere.
And I'm you. The best way to prevent others from seeing your true colors is to first be able to fool yourself. Really? You can't even fool yourself. You just got lucky this time. This is the other cornerstone in Sunday's hands. Rather beautiful green. Just like you. Smooth. Cunning.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, what's its name?
Why are you even asking me?
Must I do all the work? Aventurine is the stone of luck and trickery.
I hate the fact, must I do all the work? If you're both the same person, then you both know the right answer. You're an idiot.
This type of stone isn't rare, but its hue is very similar to a certain gem. In fact, it's often used as a substitute.
Emerald, I assume?
And that more precious gem
is green? I don't know. I'm guessing jade. Never mind.
Even Sunday can't tell the difference. Well, looks like jade can be substituted for aventurine, too. Sauce for the goose.
Aventurine, topaz, jade. 3 elites, 3 cornerstones who, for a measly Penacony, offered their everything. Oh, you're even more united than the family.
As I've said before, 3 chips are sufficient. All or nothing. But will it be the former or the latter? We'll find out soon enough.
So, where's the real aventurine stone? Take it out. Let's have a look.
Suddenly you don't know where it is?
See, this is the one problem with this setup of him talking to himself, right? Is the fact that things that he should already know, he's asking himself about, and it's only for the viewer.
I just want to hear you say it. After all, it really does resemble its owner.
As you wish, then. They never went anywhere. They're right where they belong. piled up with these cheap baubles.
You smashed the Aventurine stone before you left?
They're not screwing with you. They're just being boring and tedious. It's just, come on, get to the point.
Look at it. Shattered. Just like your life. Poor thing. A humble pebble coated in the most lustrous sheen. I take it back. This thing is far more precious than your life. You're absolutely clear about the consequences of doing this. Blasphemy against Clipoth's body. You think the IPC will let you get off scot-free?
Well, Diamond has always been all about results. As long as I can create value far beyond the cost, the ends justify the means.
Alright.
How else would the family be fooled if there was no price to pay? It doesn't matter. Even smashed to smithereens, the preservation's cornerstone can still be used. Its effect may be greatly diminished, but it's enough for me.
Now I'm really curious.
Why are you curious about this? Is
Every step you take involves reckless risks, and the choices you prepare for yourself always come with a strong impulse for self-destruction. Do you truly believe that the greater the risk, the greater the rewards? I wouldn't have guessed you'd be so loyal to the IPC.
There is so much you don't see. Which is also why you'll never see how I'll win it all.
That is...
We'll just have to wait and see then. The cornerstone is gone. Another illusion of the harmony.
Take it on just because it's gonna get in my way.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Existence is unity.
Hedge your bets.
Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up! I can do this! Grace and elegance.
Sure, I'll play along.
This song's for you. Keep up!
I can do this!
Ready to lose your... You can fight it, or rock with it!
Done and done.
The cornerstone is gone.
Best is yet to come.
Another illusion of the harmony. Huh?
Hello. We meet again, Mr. Pretty Eyes.
Yes. We meet again. Did you find your mother and father?
Of course. Big Sis is there too. The four of us were just playing hide and seek. I'm so happy. On our way here, Papa even brought me to see a flim.
A flim.
I think you mean film.
Yes, that's it. Putting many drawings together and turning them into a
Not necessarily
moving
drawings,
wall
but close enough.
painting. They put me, Papa, Mama, and Big Sis together, turning us into one big family. You should give it a try too, mister. You look sad. The amusement park will cheer you up.
Sure.
There we go. Control issue. A minigame in the middle of a story. Ugh. Okay. Press the flip button to dodge obstacles. Oh, I missed the stuff at the bottom. Shoot. It's fine. I hit the target score.
An unsurprising win.
Not gonna lie.
How's that?
Of course he's gone.
Maureen.
There's one thing I want to see. No. Moving on.
Why aren't you talking?
Why are you even still here? You're losing me.
I'll admit that there are still aspects of you that...
Well, you sound sincere.
Well, sincerity is one of my traits that everybody likes. And I have precious few of those. Our quaint journey through this amusement.
Alright. Wasting my time.
This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
Alrighty. Oh, it's not aligned. I was about to say, why is that so easy? Wait a second, something's wrong here.
Whoa! This place. It's so tall! Even taller than the tallest rocks in the desert!
Just trying to see where we are. Aha. Okay. We're on the opposite side. Very well then.
There are so many flowers here! Fix this one's for you!
Let's see.
A reward with no risk. I'll take it. A dead end?
Unlikely.
Is this?
His slave chains.
What's on your mind?
It's got nothing to do with you.
Apparently has everything to do with him, but that's
Do you
okay.
need a hint? These are manacles on you. That man gave you your first job. You wrapped that iron chain around your fist, for that is the only tool you could find. Then...
Shut up.
Oh, you don't wish to face your past.
See, this entire stretch could be explaining about Aventurine's past, but it just never does. Absolutely never does. There's no point, and I don't get why. It just kind of hints at things here and there, maybe clarifies a couple of the cutscenes we saw hours ago at this point.
From what I see, you refuse to...
How could a weak person take such daring risks?
That's right. You love in your hands those who follow you could have become Joker cards. They're far more useful that way. It's not like this is the only place the family ever cut corners. You could have had tons of action if you weren't so all or nothing. All it takes is a meager sacrifice. I bet Opal would have resolved this without a fuss. A pity you're not him. Well, you wouldn't be in this state if you could just get with the program.
Those techniques you mentioned are highly efficient, but it's not that I don't know about them. It's more like, what fun is it if the fight isn't fair?
Fair? You assume your opponents would fight fair in the first
Yeah,
place.
maybe. I don't know.
The odds are obviously not in your favor, so how are you just breezing by?
Well, she gave me an answer that could turn everything upside down.
You mean it could make all the
That's cheating.
If these leaves could be brought back, would they bloom into new flowers?
This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
Not bothering. Moving on. All right.
Your expression right now is hard to put into words. The lucky charm Mama left you is made from gold. Why did you never consider selling it? You obviously could have lived a normal life like Big Sis that way. Looking back, that was the better choice.
Mama only left us with 2 pieces of jewelry. A necklace and a lucky charm. There won't ever be a 3rd piece.
That's what you always say, but you actually...
You can zip it if there's nothing that...
I know.
This is the first actually interesting bit of information we're getting about adventuring.
You are a child blessed by Gaiathra Triclops, and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself and never resent the pain. The words still ring in your ears, don't they? So, you surely won't forget how tragic her last moments of life were. How the piercing laughter behind you felt like it was drilling into your heart. You ran away without looking back. Tisk?
Enough! Do you not have anything?
Oh, shut me down like a champ! Well, I guess when it comes to mind games, this isn't exactly your first rodeo. I think I finally get you. In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death. Well, you stuck to that start to finish. Think about it. There's a Stellaron in play, the fabulous Robin loses her voice, 2 unsolved murders, cryptic messages from a masked fool, and a chance to go head-to-head with Sunday himself. The only thing to pique your interest is one word. The last word. Death. But whose, exactly?
We'll know when the dice falls.
All right then. Reserve a seat for me in the audience. If you could start over, would you still want to be the child who received Gaiathra's blessing?
It's so quiet this time. Is he finally gone?
Doubtful.
Or am I the one about to disappear?
Let me just make sure that there's a...
Finally, made it out of this.
We're going home? But I don't want to go back down.
Taking off. Ooh, okay. Finally, something a little bit more complex. That's correct. Oh, this is gonna be boring, isn't it?
It's so fun here. I want to stay here forever.
A reward with no risk? I'll take it.
Once we get to the next save point, I think that's where we'll stop for today, because my brain is starting to hurt again. This time it's kind of hurting from boredom a little bit. Because there's really not much to do here.
An unsurprising win. This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
back end. Alrighty. Oh, we gotta play Hanu.
Brother Hanu, where are you going?
Alright. Copy.
There's only one place he can be going, whether it's in the past, present, or future.
Beautiful dreams about to end. The beautiful dream will never end.
I was right to turn around. I'm happy about that. Also right to do that. Oh, cool. We have the save point up ahead. Alrighty. Alright. I need to transform back. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Mister, is that you? I hear the sound of leather shoes.
Oh, of course you're gonna... No, no, no. This was just frustrating because it's just like, I want to... Not that I want to finish, I'm actually having at least a decent enough time, but it's just one of those things of like, can I just solve the puzzle? Can you just make the puzzle more complex instead of dragging this out to me finding the puzzle pieces to put it back together? I don't know, maybe it's just because I had a headache and I'm tired and whatnot, but I'm being a lot more ornery about this. Usually I'm okay with like little meaningless things because at least it's something to fill the time, but there are other times where it's just like, ugh, this is taking forever and there's no reason for it.
A 10-to-1 payout? Music to my ears. Fortune follows luck, just like it always does.
Alright, we're here at the Space Anchor. We'll continue this on Monday, I believe. Hold on, let me think. Yeah, because Wednesday we're gonna go back into Zenless since there's a new patch drop at that point. So we'll do Star Rail on Monday and Tuesday. I need to double check to see if there's anything going on in Blue Archive as well. Insofar as that AMV Hell bit that we were talking about yesterday, I think I want to do that on if not Friday, then Saturday. And we'll take a look at that in the Discord. So make sure you join up in the Discord so you can take a look at that when we get to it. Just trying to clear things out here. Alrighty, perfect. Alrighty then, you guys have all been 10 out of 10 with me. Thank you guys for hanging out. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you are. Let's just see if there's a lot more people online today. But nobody without a big enough following for the time being. Anyway, thank you. Thank you guys for hanging out there. I'll see you guys, if not sometime over the weekend, so we can do AMV Hell in the Discord. Or I'll see you guys on Monday for more Star Rail. Have a wonderful one.